love it. Well, joining us now to discuss last night's performances are former X Factor contestant, Happy Monday singer Rowetta, and celebrity journalist and TV critic Selena Jr.
Good morning
to you
to
both.
both of you.
Good morning.
Rowetta, right, well, let's start with you. You've been there on X Factor.
Yeah.
First series, right?
Yeah, 2004.
2004. How does the standard on X Factor compare, do you think?
I think it's brilliant this year. The girls, not just the girls group, the females in the competition have just blown me away. I do know a couple of them, but Ella, amazing. Jade, I love. Carolyn, a friend of mine, is brilliant. I love the diversity this year. I think the groups might be a bit weak, but that might be because of Louis. I don't know. But the standard, James as well. There's some brilliant artists, and I love the fact that they're able to do their own songs, use instruments. We weren't allowed to do any of that. So it's brilliant. I love it this year, and some really good new stars.
Do you not think some of the staging, though, is just phenomenal now? I know it's the start of the live shows, but that's almost like you would have expected to see in a final a few years ago.
I think some of it's a bit too much, to be honest.
A bit over the top.
It's distracting as well from the contestants. I liked to group Mark 1 and I thought, or MK1, I thought all the stuff that was going on around them, it was distracting. So this staging's good for some acts, like Rylan, but not for everyone. I would, leave it. People like Ella, please leave her to just sing beautifully.
Okay, so Selena, right. So we've heard X Factor.
Absolutely.
We've picked up X Factor.
We have indeed.
In the interest of fairness, Strictly.
See, I've fallen a bit out of love with X Factor this year.
Oh.
I am absolutely loving Strictly. I think the lineup is phenomenal. Lisa Riley stole the show for me last night. Jerry Hall is so sexy and incredible. I don't care if you can dance. And I really think there is something from everyone, and it's going to capture the whole nation.
We always like at the start of Strictly, to be blunt, people who are really lousy as well, don't we?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We want to see the journey.
So who's done that?
Gosh. It's a tough one, because I think everyone is quite a good standard this year, actually. OK, you've got Johnny Ball, who you've just got to love for even trying. But I think everyone is going to go on a real big journey.
And sometimes the people who really try, the really competitive ones, don't always do so well, do they?
People like to see people improving.
Here we go, look at Victoria Pendleton, Olympic athlete, superbly fit, used to training more than anybody else.
And she just crumbles when, it's stage fright, she's used to, being incredible at her sport. I know, it is hard, and it's a different discipline, and I think you've got to give it to Victoria, because I think we're really going to see her progress each week, and she's going to be phenomenal.
That's what it should be about, though, I think, with Strictly. The ones who can already dance, I don't want to see them.
Yeah.
We know Kimberly Walsh is going to be good. She dances with Girls Aloud. We know Denise Van Houten can dance. I want to see the ones like Lisa Riley who go, the people who surprise you.
Lisa Riley was phenomenal, because she was so surprising, and I think people really didn't give her credit, because she was brilliant last night.
We just saw the bit of, unfortunately, Victoria Pendleton seems to forget what she's actually doing. Rowetta, though, isn't that the same with X Factor? Is that the modern sort of the team of 2012 all seem like they're semi-professional singers anyway?
Well, if in the overs, certainly, you should have done something if you're any good. You shouldn't
in the overs? No, you mean
over 28?
Over 28.
You've probably done something before. I've done Happy Mondays for years and sung with lots of people before I entered. Because you probably have, if you're any good, you've probably done lots of other stuff. But the 16-year-old Ella, of course she's not done anything else, and this is a new discovery. It's amazing. I think she's the best contestant ever. I just can't wait to see her next time. And I love Jane. I love lots of other people as well, and Carolyn, and my friends, and Lucy. But she's incredible.
Yeah, she is.
Ella is just outstanding.
Selena, can you believe, though, how good and gripping Saturday night telly is at the moment?
No,
because this is surely what we wanted
Saturday nights out.
Exactly. It's what everybody was going on about for years. Saturday night television's no good, and now we have these two huge shows that everybody engages with.
People do slate them, and on Twitter they slate everybody on them. The judges
but they're talking about
we all talk about them.
Of course, we love it.
One thing I would say about X Factor, though, is isn't it a little bit too much about the judges now?
Always has been, if you think about it. My year it was Sharon, Simon and Louis. I miss Simon on the show because I think he's great talent.
I've got to say, I'd really like him back.
Yeah,
he'd probably be rubbing his hands in glee at this.
Why is he not there?
Because he's doing X Factor USA, and they need him, and he is brilliant. I saw an episode of X Factor USA without him, and Louis replaced him. Terrible without Simon. Bring Simon back.
I'd love to see
he's
him
from the UK, he's not from America.
He did brilliant head-to-head Gary.
Are these formats beginning to look a bit tired now? After all these years, we're very familiar with them. Isn't there going to come a point when someone says, we need something fresh.
I've got to say, I feel that way with X Factor. I think they need to shake it up a bit. It's all a little bit too predictable for me.
You're trying. Yeah, they are, because Simon's a great producer of TV, and he's trying to shake it up each year. I think it might be down to get some different judges, get rid of Louis probably next year. Sorry, Louis, but it's, get somebody real. Mel B was brilliant.
I thought Mel was incredible.
Everybody
She was
so
very
generous.
honest, and she was saying
British.
what we were screaming down the TV, which was
Absolutely.
brilliant.
I was worried also that Strictly was on at 9 o'clock on Friday night.
Why?
Because it's
Come on, it's not too late for you.
It's job.
It's too late for me, but
It's a bit late.
do you want children to watch it?
I think you do, but they've also got the Saturday night show as well.
Yeah.
So I think, yes, it was on a little bit late, but ultimately they're going to catch it on the Saturday.
And we've all record programmes.
Yeah.
I don't know why we're all worried about
course,
racing
yeah.
as well, because we don't make TV.
Newfangled video recorders. Rowetta, so, thank you
Thank you.
both very much indeed.
Thank you. Much more on this coming up throughout the programme, I know. Also coming up.